I'm Heeren, and I joined BeCoach Academy for the last semester, starting from January till June 2019. It was completely serendipitous. I didn't plan for it, but it came as an idea of one of the students of previous batch that this might really fit very well with my personality, considering that I'm also practicing spiritually Buddhism and a very practical guy, but somehow I was missing the gap between tapping the human potential and then understanding myself as well. So I didn't have that sort of communication, that how to go towards asking someone. And honestly speaking, I was giving a lot of advice before as well. So that was shocking for me when the first time my friend who introduced me to BeCoach Academy told me that there is no advice or suggestions here. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. So then I decided to give it a shot. I was in India vacationing, and then like most of the things in my life, I just felt good about it. And I think I made a very good decision overall. I was always trying to figure out for inner growth and very self-reflective as a person. But somehow I cannot manifest it. And the one of the reasons why I cannot manifest it is that I didn't know how to ask myself the question better. Not forget about the other person whom I'm asking the question or in the dialogue with, but to myself how to ask these questions, and that's pretty tricky. Got certain tools, but overall those tools were just some support functions, and you can just do and change them as per your needs as well. But at least now I had a ground, and this tools itself, and whatever the modules and everything was there, they were not enough because I can read those tools outside in the libraries as well, or some YouTube videos. But the environment, what was there for these tools to implement and to grow in you and to apply them, that's something for me very unique as an opportunity. And this mix of the modules, trainings, tools, and environment, which was very supportive, very encouraging, it what really made an impact. It was very surprising to me that I know that it's a diploma program and everything, but this fellow colleagues and students, they were all very professional, tons of years of professionals, and I was like 4 years of working profession experience. And for me it was that oh, okay, this coaching is only for the C-level people, you know what I mean? But actually that was not the case. There were very experienced people and everything, but at the end of the day, everybody was just there, you know? So that this importance of being in life, right? Everybody was one being, and for me it was very surprising that wow, it's just I generally don't use this first we were all a nice family, but I would say that there was this definitely that sort of bonding and connection that a family deserves, and the family an idealistic way, it was there. But then the second thing was as well that our teachers Elena and Ishil both were very motivating. So I mean this sort of motivation, this sort of energy, that efforts that you're putting with examples. So I call this actual proof, they are not just talking, but they are walking as well, the walk, right? So at this whole stage, it was more or less a true mentor, you know, they were along the way throughout the journey, and it gives you, I think, more emotional support that needed than some sort of actual help in terms of resources, because I think we all are resourceful, so we can do it, but doing this thing, it really surprised me, both of them. I think everybody who wants to know, like, or who believes in a human potential and wants to go further in any field they want to make a change in the society, or want to make a change into their working environment, and just want to get a new experience in their life, who likes to challenge themselves, like challenging their beliefs. So I think these people should definitely give it a shot. I know there was, like, when I first said it in my industry, like in my company that is coaching, yeah? So the first comment that was being thrown to me was like, yeah, it's just about asking questions and then you're answering. And I will be honest here that actually that's what all you do. So there's nothing magical. But it's saying that for playing tennis, you just need to hit the ball and the racket with the high precision accuracy. Well, yes, of course, everybody knows it, right? But it's energy, and that how do you hit the ball, how you make this precision, how do you make it direct, this all counts. And similar with the questioning. I mean, everybody can ask questions, but if the questions are not creating any value in the environment, then what are they useful for? Which was happening with me previously. So I think all those people who think in this pattern as well, and who are open for it, to be better in dialogue, to better in communication, even just to help their family members who are stuck into something and they know, and the family members know they are stuck, but they want to somehow give a direction. So one very big demon that came out during this thing, especially during this personality types and values and belief session, was this rejection. So fear of rejection was very big, and due to this fear there are many casualties also happened or happening in the life, at least, but I think to gain acceptance about certain aspects, so I become more acceptive to myself, especially keeping a close eye on realizing whether they are real, the things which I'm thinking, are they real or not. So I have become challenging in this. So this is something that I have become, but at the same time I also become, how to say it, I become much less judgmental when now I talk with other people and when I listen to their problems. Yeah, it's difficult, but at least it's a start. You know, like, life happens when we are living right now, but either you can live it just like in a passive form or in unconscious state, or you can live it in a much more conscious state. So what it means to live in conscious state is like to be aware of your active part in life. And to be aware of active part in life, you need to know yourself better. That's why, and then you can understand other people better. So if you want to, like, really go through this sort of a how to say, like, this journey, or you want to really evolve, I think it's a fantastic opportunity. Yeah. So have faith, be brave. Journey was never easy, I can already tell you guys, but I think it was one of the best things I did in 2019. Not the best thing, if I don't know, maybe it is the best thing in 2019 that I did. Had happened completely spontaneously. It was completely by chance, but totally worth it. And and I'm really grateful to whosoever came in those dark moments and gave me a recommendation. Maybe you will also, somebody's one day heard like, oh, there's this academy, BeCoach Academy. Keep your eyes and ears open then in that case, because then you can really talk and get the clarity. Maybe it's not for you, maybe it is for you. In my case, it's definitely for you if you just want to be with you